So I think first and foremost, it's relatively straightforward. The first thing we had to do was make this thing a proper, no-joke Scout. And I think in many regards, we've absolutely done that. If you look at the foundation, if you will, of this vehicle, the foundation, obviously, body-on-frame construction, high-performance galvanized steel frame. Terra towing, 10,000 pounds. Traveler, 7,000 pounds. Payload, 2,000 pounds. Now, I know you all love your Terras from back in the day, but these numbers might be significantly better than what they had back then. And next thing, of course, is our drive system. And I think if you look at, obviously, 100% gradability, projected torque, 1,000 pound-feet, 0 to 60 as quick as 3.5 seconds. Solid rear axle on this vehicle, front and rear mechanical differentials on this thing. So again, a proper Scout. Now, if you look at what it's going to be capable of, obviously weighting depth 3 feet, ground clearance, sway bar disconnect, 35-inch tires, capable, potentially, let's see, of going even bigger, and a suspension obviously tuned on-road, off-road, air spring as well. I think the final point on making this thing count is our philosophy. Somehow, when the world got digitized, I promise you, Americans have not forgotten how to do things, like open a car door, like turn a knob, like pull a switch. So I promised you all sorts of functionality to let Americans stay functional and keep doing things themselves, as having AI take over everything that's out there in this vehicle. So now, hopefully, you see the credibility, but of course, we would be naive to miss the moment and not make a tool for today. So when we say a tool for today, what exactly is it capable of? I think let's talk about utility. Obviously, the pickup, 5.5-foot pickup bed, 2 120-volt outlets, 240-volt outlet, and again, 2,000-pound payload in the pickup truck. If you swing it around to the front or the front of the vehicles, again, golf clubs, gym bag, cooler, 120-volt, slide-out seating, and of course, flexible storage as well. So this is a highly, highly flexible machine. Now, of course, the tool for today needs power. Power is important to keep these things moving. And of course, all Scouts will be standard with NACS, North American Charging Standard, bi-directional charging on all vehicles, 800-volt vehicle architecture, projected 350 miles EV range on the Scout. So the power is proper. Let's talk a little bit about the architecture on this vehicle. Modern zonal architecture, over-the-air updates, remote diagnostic, and of course, this allows us to really contribute to the lifetime customer value of this vehicle. I think another thing that's critical to make a tool for today is I think if you look at a lot of vehicles, frankly, they say it's our car as the OEM. You just happen to be sitting in our car. And I think that's not what we want to do. We want to make the Scout yours. So right from day one at launch, all accessories fully loaded in so you can make it your Scout. Whether it's racks, whether it's off-road bumpers, whether it's the skids, whether it's the wheels, across the board, huge accessorization on this vehicle from day one to make it yours. We're just giving you the playground to play with. And look, we're also going to continue to play around with the vehicle. We know Scouts, we're super work vehicles, and we want to keep that alive, whether it's a plow or, of course, the hay bale that you see here. This is the type of world we want to create with Scout, a world where you can work, a world where you can play, and a world where you can enjoy yourself in between. And the final piece of making a proper Scout, of course, is this connection machine. The bench seat, as Chris mentioned, the user interface, which offers a community experience between who's ever sitting in the front of the vehicle, allows you to swip back and forth on this interface, obviously is very Scout. Of course, we want to hang out in terms of what you can see on this experience. And when we talk about the hangout, this is where we're talking about the split tailgate. And yes, we do want a split tailgate. We want one to sit back. Sean, if you are here, this was sort of held out for you on this front. Accessory ready and fantastic, ready to go on that front. Cost us a little bit more money, Sean, so I'll be talking to you later on that front, but we'll get there. And of course, the other thing we love is the open air and the cabana top. So proper fabric, you can see it here in this vehicle. Super old school, super open, and also super easy, and a great combination. Now look, I think it gives you a sense of what we're up to. Obviously, there's a lot more technology and innovation in the vehicle, but I think you can see we're building a connection machine. We built a proper Scout, and it's a Scout that's going to be able to look for the future.